Good morning, everyone. This is Rafe Gelb. Today we are playing This Way Madness Lies. This is a brand new game from Zeboyd. I recently played through their one of their earlier titles, Breath of Death 7, on my channel, and planning to play through several of their other titles. I noticed this one was coming out. They asked if people would be interested in playing it for early release, for review, and I figured that would be a really fun one. It's kind of in my wheelhouse, so we're gonna get started. Right off the bat, this was not what I was expecting. This was definitely not what I was expecting from an intro from this company. Everything has been very pixels, very retro feeling. And while this obviously has the pixel art, holy crap, that intro is immediately high energy and grabs you. And it's still going. Like, we're 2 minutes in and it's still going. So this is a JRPG. I am not sure exactly what to expect outside of it contains Shakespeare, magical girls, and some sense of Lovecraft, I think? I don't know. But you know what? That's about what I expect from Zeboyd. They do this style of game really well. So let's see. I noticed that it was getting to the end, and it was like, okay. So, let us begin. I think, okay, so it says it can be changed freely. I'm gonna start on challenging. I'm pretty sure, usually I play games on normal, but I'm feeling like challenging is going to be a good fit, just at a glance. And it does say it can be changed in game, so if this ends up being too much, we'll bump it down. Dear player, welcome to my game, This Way Madness Lies. I am Shakespeare. Yes, that's Shakespeare. This game includes lines of dialogue from my plays, as well as dialogue that has been inspired by my writings. I'm aware that much of my writing can be considered difficult to understand by modern audiences, but do not fear. My good friends at Zeboyd Digital Entertainment LLC have crafted a ye olde English to New English translator. Should a bit of dialogue prove too difficult to read, merely push right on your control setup to auto-translate the words to New English. You can also push left to go back to the original Old English text now that you know what it means. Bear in mind that this means you can only translate appropriate dialogue. Modern dialogue needs no such translation. Allow me to illustrate. All that glitters is not gold. Don't judge a book by its cover. Huh. Okay. Any questions? No? Then let us begin our tale. In the quiet city of Verona, Italy, a town for lovers, and giant mutant flower attacks. Okay. I fear too early, for my mind misgives. Some consequence yet hanging on the stars shall bitterly begin. Okay, I'm gonna have to check these, like... So, I don't talk about my background much on my channel. I have an English degree. That is one of the reasons that this was super exciting to me. As somebody who, like, has studied a bunch of literature, and also watched a bunch of anime in the early 2000s, like, this is my more vocalized music. Holy crap. Okay. Anyway, but yes, no, the dialogue changes here are awesome. I'm getting so distracted. Never going to get used to portal travel. It makes my stomach sink. This is the best. I love this play. It's just so romantic. Romantic? Romeo and Juliet both die at the end, even through their own stupidity and rashness. It's twaddle. Well, I like it. Not every play can be exactly as you like it, Rosalind. Come on, guys. People need our help. Yes, I heard the distress call from my wand. Something about killer plants? I definitely do not want grass stains. I play soccer. Grass stains are easy peasy to fix. They're killer plants. Maybe grass stains are killer too. That would just make it more fun. Come on, girls. It's time to transform. Stratford upon Avon. High Drama Society transform. Okay. We get Magical Girl transformation straight out of that era. Very Sailor Moon. Right off the bat, very clearly defines that there's a bit of these characters are all going to have their unique traits, slight differences in the costume. Looks like probably 4 elements. Oh, okay. I guess here we are. So yeah, if you look at the like necklaces, they seem to have some sort of elemental symbols on them, possibly. Let's see what this does. Achoo! Bless you. Why'd it have to be roses? The one flower I'm allergic to. Could be worse. Remember that time when we went to Elsinore to rescue Hamlet? So many ghosts. I still get the shivers just thinking about it. Their breath was cold. Achoo! We better get moving. Okay. Nice. I'm just gonna poke around a little bit here. So this one says reusable, which suggests to me that some of these won't be. Maybe we can only use them once per battle or something. Inspire. Powers up allies. Oh, okay. So this also suggests to me that there are 2 different ways to use the powers. You can either boost your whole party or just one ally. Same thing here. There's like a weaker version or a stronger version that's probably just a one-shot. Or maybe cheaper. Dark or light damage, I assume. And then... Okay. So yeah, we'll have to see exactly how this works. And then we've got ice, healing, warm hug, regen, very nice. The regen effects in Breath of Death were very good. Always like a regen effect. We'll have to figure out what some of these other words mean. Unstoppable and hyper, we've seen a couple times. Wind? Okay. And she looks like the physical attacker, which makes sense. She was the She was the one doing talking about soccer. And then fire. Oh, she's got fire and... Oh, she's got all 4 elements. Okay, so she's the caster. Equip traits? Okay, and then they give these little bonuses right off the bat as well. Okay, let's actually get into the game. I like looking around at menus when I first start an RPG. You can tell a lot about the game from stuff like that. Always check a door. Looks like the doors are just decorative. Got a poison mist. This item inflicts poison on an enemy. Don't forget to equip it. Okay, so it's not there. It's not there. Where is equip? Items. Oh, okay. So you actually have to equip what you are keeping in your bag as well. Okay, cool. I'm assuming it's going to potentially go into tutorial mode. We'll have to see. This looks like it's probably the right way. So we're gonna go back here and see if there's a treasure chest. Looks like a no. Then looks like that's actually the right way. Hey, there's a run button. Glad I figured that out. Okay. And this is blocked off. So, yep, we have to go that way. We have that poison mist that it gave us, but no other treasure chests yet, which makes sense. I detect a concentration of chaos energy. Does everyone remember what to do? Let's hit a home run. If you're hurt, ask me for help. Basic Tutorial 1. Recharge. Items. Hyper. Listen up, player. We're counting on you to understand this stuff. Most character abilities can be used once and then they're disabled. Use a defend command like rest to recharge your abilities. Cool. Items are shared by the party. They are recharged at the start of battle but cannot be recharged mid-battle. Very cool idea. So you can use every item once per battle. Characters gain a hyper point each turn. When a character reaches their max hyper, they go into hyper mode. In hyper mode, abilities are enhanced. They may do more damage, have more targets, or other bonuses. Okay, so that's probably what the bottom row of their abilities were then. Very cool. So, like that one that went from a single target to a multi-target, it's not just something you can choose, it's a hyper mode. And hers goes from light to dark even. Okay, so let's go damage up there. And then it is her turn, so let's go ahead and do warm up. We don't need this yet. Unstoppable hyper. So this must give an ally, or get an ally closer to their hyper meter then. Okay. Oh, it puts them right at their hyper meter. Very cool. There's voice lines for this whole thing. I am shocked and amazed and impressed. I am very excited. All enemies defeated. You gained 3 XP. Good job. Keep your eyes peeled for more enemies. Concentrations of nightmares only trigger battles if you get close. In some instances, you can carefully avoid confrontation. Not fast enough? Hold the cancel button while moving to run, or set run to be the default movement. Did you get all that, player? We wouldn't want you to have to fight everything if we don't have to. Yeah, but I like XP. Very cool menu as well. Okay. So I'm curious if power boosts magic. We'll have to do a little test run here. Okay. All enemies defeated. Once again, 7 XP. That's a little bit better. Okay. Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. How would you like to be Bob? Bob's a good name. Or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be Capulet. If you like the name Romeo so much, I can change my name to Trixie. Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this? Eavesdropping is fun, but may be wrong. 'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Why can't our parents just get along? Forget my name. This plant is truer, or is a truer foe than mere words. Now's not the time to worry about our parents. Helpst thou me? Okay, so it looks like they got a sneak attack on us here. We didn't see what Unstoppable does yet. Oh, and we have a Unite move that we can do. Let's just try it out, I guess. Sure. Okay, so it says it's weak to fire and ice. We have a reusable ice effect here.
Ice.
Okay, and so she is on hyper at this point, so we can use this to get the entire party powered up. I just noticed the name. Red Vine, surprisingly tasty. And we can actually see its full stat spread. This is really cool. I like the fact that it just immediately feels like you have this very good sense of control over it. Okay, we need to heal. That's a self-heal only. That's a full recharge on everybody else. I think we're gonna toss a heal on her. Keep the healer alive. I think we're going to rest. She's low on health, which apparently didn't matter. This is self-heal only, but it should work. And it gives us Unstoppable, which we still don't know what it means yet. I think we recharge here as well. Isn't she on hyper? Okay, I guess it's just single target, but that's okay. This is gonna be potentially recharge everybody else, which I feel like is probably good here. All hyper bars max. Big wind attack. Vulnerable on an enemy? Sure. Rest here. Get her heals back. Ice. There we go. All enemies defeated. You gained 52 XP. XP isn't tracked separately. I love to see that. That is balancing out all of the different party members always drives me crazy. Wow. Okay. Imogen gains the new trait Energetic. Veil loses new ability Breeze. Okay, so not everybody gets that. Smaller red vines around the region have disappeared, allowing access. What light from what yonder breaks? Could it be the saviors of my dear Romeo? I beseech thee, brave women, defeat the monster before it defeats my love. Here's a quest for you. Kill the monster, save the boy. Leave it to us, girl. We'll have Loverboy back before you know it. Saving the truest love in history, every theater performer's dream. As you gain levels, they'll learn new abilities and traits. Each character can equip up to 7 abilities and up to 3 traits. You can adjust traits and abilities on the main menu. Was it Paulina? No. Viola got a breeze. Add wind, 5 turns, and gain an extra turn. Okay, so this gives you, or this gives her like a, makes her physical attacks elemental, I'm guessing. Oops. We already went through that once. And she got... that's really good. And all of these, like, especially for where we're at right now, seem to be fairly substantial stat boosts. Like, literally half of our, or over half of our stats are coming from these traits, so very cool. Oh, and we're gonna get other characters later because there's a party menu. Okay, that's very cool. Poison ivy, scratching just makes it worse. Photosynthesis wasn't enough to sate its hunger. All enemies defeated. Okay. So, this is... Okay, so there's an enemy down there. No, this is very cool. I'm very excited by the amount of customization that this has. One of my, I guess, minor complaints with their other games was, I mean, it's not necessarily a completely bad thing, but it was the fact that it was very, when you leveled up, it was very hard to know which ones to pick at times. You kind of had to dedicate yourself to a specific build. And, oops, okay. That one is Wind Weak. That's the first one we've seen that was that. But yeah, it felt very linear. This feels like you can customize and play around with it a lot more, which is really awesome. Okay, that one's green. Okay. So the green one goes to a treasure chest. Very cool. I like the fact that there seemed to be some sort of pattern to this at least, even if I'm not picking up on it completely yet. Okay, so fire, fire, wind. So fire all. Sure. And then we'll go wind. Sure. Clever strike. Regenerated. Warm hug duration doubled. So these sometimes are going to be affecting specific abilities even, which is very cool. As characters gain XP and level up, they learn new abilities. Only a certain number of abilities can be equipped. Yep. Did I accidentally go to tutorials? Nope. Okay. So, weak to wind and fire and fire. So let's go ahead and just go crazy with that. She starts out with Hyper as well, which I hadn't noticed before. I think we're going to go ahead and just put that on her. Just have her start regenning. Again, keep the healer alive. Go wind. And okay, so either character can use these, but you can still only use them one time. That makes sense. And I think at this point we just pick off the little ones. Okay. Power her up. Let's toss a hot cocoa over here. You know what? I just realized... Oh, actually, she's on... We may just be able to finish it off anyway, then. I was gonna say, I just realized I have items that I'm not using, so I should probably be doing that. Okay, bear attack. Bear! And bold. And now green vines have disappeared. Okay, very cool. And that means that we're going to catch that other one as we backtrack, which is actually really neat. Bold, earth damage goes up. And bear attack. Okay, and we've done a bit of exploring. We've taken out 2 of these guys for the tutorial. I think we're gonna press on a little bit more. I know, oh, it didn't take those guys out. Those must be different green vines. Okay. So where I was going with that is, we are getting close here to where I would normally end a video, but I do want to get to a good stopping spot. So I'm going to poke around just a little bit more and see if we can find one, like a natural spot. But I am definitely enjoying this and will definitely be continuing. Just to be brief with that. Aha! That looks bossy. I didn't notice those were murdered hornets. Acquitted of all charges, but the name stuck. Very cool. So I guess we do... I don't see a reason not to burn through these Unite attacks early. Just because they hit everybody. Like, even if it's not hitting their weakness. Yeah. So I guess let's try this guy. Okay, Unite abilities can't be recharged. Start out weak, but the longer the battle progresses, the better they get. Okay, that's pretty cool. I hadn't caught that. Okay. Very cool. Sounds like it'll be useful. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Okay, so these are just poison ivy, and this one is the blue vine. 1700 weak to fire. So we know we'll want to wait on that now. Oh, she starts in hyper, so we can give the whole party a power boost on turn 1. Let's go ahead and go over here, because these guys are weak to fire, and she is our source of fire. You know what? Let's try this. Fire. Let's recharge. Second power up there. heal herself. Oh, it didn't recharge everybody. Huh. Okay. Well, she's maxed out right now, so I guess we want to still just do as much as we can. We have the extra bonus on earth damage right now, so let's do that. Boost everybody's hyper bars. Sure. There we go. Blue Vine has been defeated. Spiky Vine is gone. Let's take it to the end zone. Okay, this is kind of back where we started. So we'll probably have to loop around. Is this gone now? Yes. Pain pill. Survive a fatal blow. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna have to wander around a little bit more to get back on the right path at this point. But we're probably also close to the end, so I'm gonna keep just pressing on and not worry if these videos are a little long. Looks like the enemies don't respawn even if you go to a different screen. So that's nice at least. There we go. Antidote. I didn't really care for the poison mist, so I'm gonna switch to the pain pill. Hey guys, he's alive! Hi me, bound more than a madman is. Shut up in prison, kept so long without food, whipped and tormented. Sad hours seem so long. Rescued yet? Should have been rescued by now. What's taking so long? Feedeth me, Montague, but heed. It must be the sanguine tincture that floweth through thy veins. Feed me, Romeo. Must be blood, must be yours. From the time that heavenly orb drowseth till it wakens once more. Feed me, Romeo, feed me all night long. For all is in the feeding, that my vines shall take strength and flourish unto full measure. Romeo shall not be eaten by a giant plant monster, not on our watch. Yeah, I bite my thumb at you, plant monster. Huh? It's an Italian insult. Oh, okay. I'm the only one who thinks she's cray-cray. Girls, remember, flesh-eating plant? Yeah, oh yeah, let's go! It's time to see what I can do. I am Ingenue Aquamarine. Ingenue? I'll have to look up how to say that. Life's a game that I'm gonna win. You've already lost. I am Garnet, and we are the Stratford-upon-Avon High Drama Society. It's time for you to take your final bow. Okay, very cool. There is one enemy weak to light and weak to fire. We're gonna start off with light. Actually, no. Let's get our buffs going first. Regen on herself. Okay, so Unstoppable prevents death once. Cool. So we're gonna actually skip her fire until she gets hyper. Okay. Let's have her... I guess just hit. We're saving Balancing Act for when she gets hyper again so she can do light, since this thing's weak to light. I guess just Scepter Smash. I like the fact that it has that custom animation for that. Ally Unstoppable +1 hyper. Okay, so now we can use Raging Fire. 500 damage, perfect. Self-heal Unstoppable. I guess just get hers back so she can heal once she gets a chance here. Let's go ahead and toss a potion over this way. And then rest, get her attacks back. We're up to 50% charge on that. Oh, I missed her hyper. Whoops. I guess let's rest again. Get her abilities back as well. Luckily, she's down to stabilized at 1 hit point, so we got lucky there, I guess. And if we rest again on her, next turn she'll have her fire attack back. Let's get their hyper bars just maxed out, sure. Because I think Balancing Act Light sure. Hit it with a stick. All enemies defeated, 200 XP. Gained a level, Indefatigable, and Meliorate. That should do it. With the main plant dead, the rest of the nightmares should soon leave this world. I profane with the unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle fine is this. I touch you. My lips, two blushing pilgrims ready to stand smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss. I'm going to kiss you. What? Truest love in history, Paulina and Romeo sitting in a tree. Kissing. At least he traded up. I'm flattered, but no, you're supposed to love Juliet. That's how the story goes. Better get out of here before Juliet realizes her boyfriend has been stolen. Another mission complete. Wish you'd taken me with you. I never get to go on missions. I'd take everyone each time if I knew how. You managed the first time. That was, what, 3 years ago? The week before we started high school. We're gonna get a flashback. You all know about that, so there's no point in reminiscing. Okay. I am loving a lot of pieces of this game. But that gag, where it fades to black like they're going to do a flashback, and then don't, was amazing. I'm sure you've already started thinking about what plays we'll do this year. Oh, I already have the whole year planned out. We're going to start with a comedy of errors, then The Tempest, Much Ado About Nothing, Midsummer Night's Dream, and end with Cymbeline. About time we did Cymbeline. Finally, I'll get the chance to be the star. Got to be the star in our first grade production. You mean stomach in Our Salute to the Digestive System? You were such a cute little tummy. That doesn't count. Don't forget, I'm busy on Tuesdays because of volleyball. Set your mind at ease, I've already taken that into account. What's a comedy of errors about? I've never heard of it. Two sets of twins that get mixed up and get mistaken for each other. It's one of Shakespeare's earlier comedies, so everyone needs to be extra funny. Why should I have to be better because of the date? She's saying that we need to do our best and honor Shakespeare's early comedic work by making everyone laugh. No, what I was saying is we need to be extra funny to make up for the failings in the original material. Finally, my time to shine has arrived. I'll have them rolling in the aisles. Just stick to the script this time. Well, where's the fun in that? It still feels weird to be living alone, but I really wanted to attend Stratford-upon-Avon High. I wonder what everyone's doing back home. Hi, Mom. I'm eating my veggies. No, I'm not staying up too late. Yes, I'm still a magical girl. No, it's not that dangerous. Enough about me. What's happening at home? Really? Really? That's amazing. Oh, that's too bad. Penguins? How did he even get penguins? Wow, that is an amazing story. I really need to get going. Bye. It's always fun to catch up with the family. Don't you agree? Yes, I'm talking to you in front of the screen. How are you enjoying the show so far? Pretty exciting, isn't it? You. That's going to grow old fast. I'll have to think of something to call you. Player seems to be a little too on the nose. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players after all. No, player won't do. Won't do it all. I've got it. From now on, you shall be referred to as the Bartolator. It's a real term. I look it up. You are a hardcore fan of the Bard after all, aren't you? Of course. I knew it. Dear Bartolator, I know we're going to become great friends, you and I. Please sit down, everyone. Your regular teacher, Mrs. Lofgren, was bitten by a pygmy hedgehog, so I, Miss Marlowe, will be filling in. My specialty is social studies, but how hard could English literature be? I see you've been studying the Shakespeare play, A Winter's Tale. Can anyone tell me what King Leonidas rules over? Beatrice, how about you? He was the king of Sicilia, miss. That's correct. Sicilia, also known as Sicily, is a wonderful place in the Mediterranean. I wish I was in Sicily, on the beach, instead of filling in for a lazy, no-good excuse for a... let's go on to the next question. Ha ha ha. Miranda, please explain the relationship between Leontis and Polixenes, please. I'm not familiar with these names. Well, she looks desperately at Imogen for help. Oh, okay. Great. I don't know. This is one I am not familiar with. Despite the fact that I made the comment I was an English major, I did not actually study that much Shakespeare. They were enemies, sure. No need to shout, especially when you're wrong. They were actually childhood friends. The nature of their friendship is emphasized at the beginning of the play. This is so we understand how hard the completely imaginary betrayal is for Leontes. Just like the betrayal of being forced to substitute for a friend who doesn't take your feelings into account. Ahem, let's move forward. When Leontes becomes jealous, he jumps to what conclusion, Imogen? He thought his wife Hermione was having an affair with his boyhood friend Polixenes. Even thinking that would be completely devastating for the king, except of course that nothing of the sort actually happens. Ah, Shakespeare with his crazy misunderstandings, so different than the bitter realities of life. Let's go on. Okay. During intermission, you can chat with party members and access the main menu. Be sure to equip new traits on characters you haven't been using recently. Definitely remember to save. You never know what's happening. Okay. So is there a save menu that I just totally missed this? I just totally missed that. We could have saved at any point. Awesome. So, we were using these three originally. We have two other characters that we haven't gotten a chance to get or to see even. And I think there's going to be other characters that get subbed in on occasion. Judging by one of the achievements that we got, or that we, not that we got yet, that we can get. So yeah. I'm gonna take a moment, since this is the first video, to just kind of go over my conclusions just from what we've seen so far. I am really liking the combat, although the random battles felt a little trivial. Just because there's not really as much in the way of resource management, but the boss fights felt really good. The customization from the abilities and traits feels like it's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to seeing what some of these do as we go. And I'm hoping that they're not just strict upgrades to stats. I'm hoping that there's some interesting things like, is it worth it to begin with hyper, like in this case? I am also... Oh, okay, you can just battle. We had never tried that one. Like, the fact that some of the tutorial stuff didn't really go into details is my only minor complaint, but it's a minor one. The art is gorgeous, the portraits are really cool, I like the cast so far, I like the fact that they are playing into this. It has a very late 90s, early 2000s anime feel, which is definitely what it's going for. It has the very archetypal kind of characters that you see in a lot of those shows. There's, you know, the smart one, the all-around one, the sporty one. You know, there's a lot of groups that try and hit that trope. You know, it's kind of like the Spice Girls trope. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more. Any further videos will probably not be quite as long as this one, now that I know how the save function works by, you know, reading. But hopefully you will return and stick around. If you are watching this before the game releases, it does come out on November, I believe it's November 10th on Steam. and I think it's only $10, so it's probably going to be a pretty looks like it's going to be a pretty good investment for all of the quality we're seeing so far, and I'm really looking forward to it, or to seeing. Yes, I'm not looking forward to it because I have it, but you know what I mean. I'm looking forward to playing more. And if you are interested, make sure you add it to your wish list and pick it up when it comes out. Hope you enjoyed. As always, if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. Give me a like and subscribe. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.